Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will solve page 70 from countdown 5. This page is all about fraction. Okay, so we have already know the basic idea of fraction. So what is fraction? Fraction is just numerator divided by denominator. Okay, here you can say this is numerator, and this is denominator. Okay, this is denominator, and we can divide this fraction into two parts, that is proper fraction and improper fraction. One is proper fraction, another one is improper. So fraction is divided into two parts. One is proper, another one is improper. So what is proper? Where numerator should be less than denominator. And what is improper? Improper means numerator should be greater than the denominator. For example, we can say 3 by 5 is a proper fraction. Another thing is that 5 by 3 is improper fraction. Very simple thing. Now we'll try to solve the problems. Number A says reduce these fractions to their lowest term. That means we have to reduce these fractions to their lowest term. Okay, number 1. At first we have to identify this one is proper or improper. Look at this. 25 by 55. Here numerator is smaller than the denominator. That means this is proper fraction. So how can we reduce this fraction? So we can reduce this fraction by dividing numerator and denominator by same number. Suppose if we divide 25 by 55 by 5, then what will we get? Suppose if we divide 25 by 5, we'll get 5. 55 by 5, that is 11. Okay, very simple thing. So this is the reduced fraction. Okay, and we can solve this one in another way. Look at this. 25 by 50. So we've already know from previous classes that how to find out the prime factors of 25 and 55. How? Just dividing 25 by another prime number. Obviously the smallest prime number. 25 by 5, that is 5. And if we divide 55 by 5, we'll get 11. So 25 represents 5 times 5. 55 represents 5 times 11. Now, if we divide numerator and denominator both by same number, then what will we get? Suppose we can divide these 5 by 5. Then what will be the remaining part? That should be 5 by 11. And that is the answer of number 1. Now, look at number 2. 72 divided by 81. Okay. So how can we solve this problem? We can divide 72 and 81 both by same number. Okay. At first, look at the number 72. If we add the digit of 72, we'll get 7 plus 2, that is 9, which is divisible by 3. 8 plus 1, that is also 9. So we can also divide this one by 3. So if we divide numerator and denominator both by 3, what will we get? That should be 3 to the 6, there is 1 here, 12, 3 4 are 12. And 81 by 3, that is 27. Again, we can divide 24 and 27 both by 3. Listen, 24 by 3, that is 8. 27 by 3, that is 9. So we can say our final answer will be 8 by 9. So we can solve this problem in another way, that is by finding out the prime factors, of 72 and 81. If we divide 72 by 2, what will we get? we'll get 36. We're trying to find out the prime factors of 72. And if we divide 36 by 2, we'll get 18. If we divide 18 by 2, then we'll get 9. If we divide 9 by 3, then we'll get 3. So here we can say 72 represents 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, very simple. And what about 81? Look at this. If we find out the prime factors of 81, how can we find out? Just dividing 81 by 3. Why? We are dividing because if we add the digit of 81, 8 plus 1, then we get 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So 81 is also divisible by 3. 81 by 3, that is 27. Again, we can divide 27 by 3, then we'll get 9. 9 divided by 3, then we'll get 3. So 81 means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay? So we are already find out the prime factors of 72 and 81. Now, we'll try to solve it. Look at this. So 72 divided by 81. 72 represents 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, and 81 represents 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Now, if we divide both numerator and denominator by same number, then what will we get? We can divide this 3 by 3, this 3 by this 3. Then on numerator, 8 will be left, denominator 9 will be left. So 8 by 9 will be our answer. Another way, that is, if we divide 72 and 81 both by their HCF, that means highest common factor, then also we'll get the answer. How? So if we want to find out the HCF of 72 and 81, what will we get? Listen, we have to find out the common factor. So 3 is common factor, this 3 is common factor. So HCF should be 3 times 3, that is 9. Actually, look at this. Look at this, 72 divided by 81. If we divide both one by 9, then we'll get 72 divided by 9, that is 8. 81 divided by 9, that is 9. Okay, very simple problem. We can solve this type of problem a lot of way. Now, number 3. Number 3 says 27 divided by 270. This is very simple thing. So when we'll see same number, we can divide both number by 27. It will be better. 27 divided by 27, that is 1. 270 divided by 27, that is 10. So 1 by 10 will be the answer. Actually, 27 is the HCF of 27 and 270. Okay. And if you want to find out the prime factors, you will get the same result also. Very simple problem. Now, number B. Number B says complete the equivalent fraction. Number one, that is 4 divided by 7 equal to star divided by 35. Now, very important problem. Look at this. So what is equivalent fraction? Equivalent fraction means equal fraction. Equivalent fraction means equal fraction. Just look at this. If you look at the question properly, you will see that in both fraction, there is a denominator. You will get denominator 7 and 35. And there is a numerator is missing. So we have to find out the numerator by using the help of the denominator. So first we are trying to link between 7 and 35. So what will we get? If we multiply 7 times 5, we will get 35. Similarly, we have to multiply 4 times 5. If we want to find out the equivalent fraction, that means we have to multiply or divide by same number. Okay. So 7 times 5, that is 35. 4 times 5, that is 20. So answer should be 20 divided by 35. Look at number 2. Number 2 says 25 by 40, 25 by 40 equal to star divided by 8. Now try to find out the relation between these two denominators. 40 and 8. So 40 and 8. So if we convert this 40 into 8, that means we have to divide this 40 by 5. 40 by 5 will get 8. 40 by 5 will get 8. That means we have to divide this 25 by 5. Actually 25 by same number. Since we are dividing the denominator by 5, so we have to divide the numerator by 5 also. 25 by 5, that is 5. So our answer should be 5 divided by 8. Number 3 says 64 divided by 88 equal to 8 divided by star. Look at it. Now denominator is missing. So we have to find out the relation or link between the numerator. So what is the link here? 64 and 8. So if we divide 64 by 8, we will get 8. Am I right? 64 by 8, that is 8. That means we have to divide 88 by 8 also, because we have to divide numerator and denominator both by same number. So 88 by 8, that is 11. Okay, so our final answer should be 8 by 11. Now number 4. Number 4 says star divided by 42 equal to 5 by 6. Now look at this. Look at this carefully. You know, there is numerator is missing. So now we have to find out the relation or link between the denominator. So 42 divided by 6. So if we divide 42 by 6, then we'll get 7. Or we can say if we multiply 6 times 7, then we'll get 42. Similarly, if we multiply 6 times 7, then we have to also multiply 5 times 7. Because 5 times 7, that is also 35. So our final answer should be 35 divided by 42. Very simple problem. Okay. Now look at number C. Number C says write this as mixed number. So how can we find out the mixed number? Look at this very important problem and very simple problem. Number 1, that is 25 by 3. So actually 25 by 3 is improper fraction. Try to understand. We can only convert improper to mixed and mixed to improper. Okay, so this is improper fraction, so we can convert this one into mixed. So 25 divided by 3, then we'll get 3 8 are 24, 3 8 are 24. Then what will be our remainder? That is 1. So we can say the answer should be 8 whole 1 by 3. Now C2. C2 says 61 by 8. So if we divide 61 by 8, we will get 8 7 ja 56. So what will be our remainder? 5. So here our answer should be 7 whole 5 by 8. 7, the quotient will be at first, 5 will be on upper position, and 8 will be on lower position. Number 3, that is 77 divided by 10. So if we divide 77 by 10, we will get 7 times 10, that is 70. So what will be our remainder? 7. So our answer should be 7 whole 7 by 10. Very simple one. Now number D. Number D says write this as improper fraction. So number 1, 5 whole 11 by 12. Very simple problem. That is, we can just multiply this 5 and 11, 12. If you want to convert this one into this way, Q whole R by D, just you have to multiply Q times D plus remainder. That is actually the dividend, and dividend will be on upper position. So 5 times 12, that is 60 plus 11. 60 plus 11, that is, you can say 71 by 12. So that is the improper fraction. Number 2, 10 whole 2 by 5. So we can say this is 10 times 5 plus 2. You know, 10 times 5, that is 50. 50 plus 2, that is 52. So 52 by 5 will be the answer. So number 3, very simple problem. 7 whole 2 by 7. So at first we have to multiply 7 times 7. Then we have to add 2. 7 times 7, that is 49, plus 2, that is 51. And the denominator is 7. Number 4, that is 12 whole 6 by 7. So we have to multiply 12 times 7. Then we have to add 6 with it. Now 7 times 12, that is 84, plus 6 by 7. 84 plus 6, that is 90 by 7. And that is the answer of number 4. Now number E, fill in the numbers. Okay, so number E1 says 7 divided by 8 equal to 96. So we have to find out the upper number. So we can say this one. We have to find out this number. Actually, this one is similar to number B. We have to find out the equivalent fraction. That means we have to find out the link between 8 and 96. So what is the link between them? If we multiply 8 times 12, then we get 96. Similarly, we have to multiply the numerator by 12 also. So 7 times 12, that is 84. So answer of number 1 should be 84 divided by 96. So answer should be 84. Number 2 says 8 by 9 equal to 112 divided by some number. We have to find out the missing denominator. So how can we find out? We have to find out the relation between the numerator. If we multiply 8 times 14, then we'll get 112. Similarly, we have to multiply 9 times 14. So if we multiply 9 times 14, then we'll get the answer should be 126. And that is the answer of number 2. Very simple one. Now, number 3. Number 3 says 72 divided by 96. We have to convert this one into lowest term. That means we have to reduce this fraction. So how can we divide? We can divide this both one by 2. Why? Because 72 and 96 both are even number. 72 divided by 2, that is 36. 96 by 2, that is 48. Okay, very simple. Again, we can divide 36 and 48 by 2. Then we will get 18 times 2, that is 36. 24 times 2, that is 48. Again, we can divide it by 2. Then we will get the upper one should be 9. And 24 by 2, that is will be 12. And we can divide this one by 3 again. Then it will be 9 by 3, that is 3. 12 by 3, that is 4. So 3 by 4 will be our answer. We can solve this problem in another way that is already shown at number 8. If we find out the prime factors of 72 and 96, then we can easily solve what will be the lowest term. Because 72 is divided by 2, that is 36. 36 divided by 2, that is 18. 18 divided by 2, that is 9. 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So 72 means actually 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. What about 96? We can divide this 96 by 2, then we will get 48. We can divide 48 by 2, we will get 24. We can divide 24 by 2, we will get 12. We can divide 12 by 2, that is 6. We can divide 6 by 2, that is 3. Okay, so 96 means actually 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, so now look at this. How can we solve number 3? Then there is another way. If we write the prime factors of 72 and 96, then we can easily find out what will be our final answer. 72 represents, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And 96 represents 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now, if we divide, we can divide 3 by 3. We can divide this 2 by 2. We can divide this 2 by 2. If we divide, we can divide this 2 by 2. Then what will we get? At numerator, we get 3. At denominator, we get 4. So you can solve it in that way too. You can also solve the problem by finding out the HCF. So what is the HCF of 72 and 96? You know, these 2 is common, these 2 is common, these 2 is common, and another 3 is common. So HCF should be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12, 12 to the 24. Okay, so if you divide these 72 and 96 by their HCF, then you will get 72 divided by 24, that is 3, 96 by 24, that is 4. So you can solve the problem in that way too. Actually, you can solve the problems a lot of ways. You can choose which one is suitable for you. Now, number F. Number F says, reduce these to their lowest terms, then change into mixed number. Number 1, 38 by 16. We can divide 38 and 16 both by 2. Why? Because both are even number. That's why we can divide 38 and 16 both by 2. 38 by 2, that is 19. 16 by 2, that is 8. Now we cannot divide. So why? Because 19 is a prime number. So for that reason, we cannot divide 19 by 8. That means we have to now convert this fraction into mixed. 8 to the 16. So what will be our remainder? 3. So our answer should be 2 whole 3 by 8. 2 whole 3 by 8. Look, this 8 should be on lower position. 3 will be on upper position because that is the numerator. And this 2 will be at the first position. Okay, very simple problem. Just link with Q whole R by T. R means roof, D means down. Roof will be on upper part, D down will be on lower part. Now, next one, number 2. Number 2 says 44 divided by 26. So we can divide these both number 44 and 26 by 2 because both are even number. 44 by 2, that is 22. 26 by 2, that is 13. Now we have to convert this one into mixed number. So how can we convert? We have to divide 22 divided by 13. 13 times 1, that is 13. So what will be our remainder? That will be 9. So our answer should be 1 whole 9 by 13. 1 whole 9 by 13 will be the answer of number 2. Now number E3. 3 says 110 divided by 60. So just look at this. Both numerator and denominator has the unit digit 0. Okay. That means we can divide the numerator and denominator both by 10. So 110 divided by 10, that is 11. 60 divided by 10, that is 6. Now we can convert this 11 by 6 as mixed number. 6 1 the 6. So what will be left? 5. So 1 whole 5 by 6 will be our final answer. Now number G. Number G says rewrite these fractions so that they have a common denominator. 2 by 7 and 3 by 14. We have to find out the common denominator. So how can we find out the common denominator? So 7 and 14. If we want to find out the common denominator, that means we have to find out the LCM or least common multiple of 7 and 14. So 7 divided by 7, that is 1. 14 divided by 7, that is 2. So LCM is 7 times 2, that is 14. Okay, so LCM is 14. So we are converting this 7 into 14 and 14 is already there. Now look at this. We have to find out the equivalent fraction of 2 by 7. So if we convert this 7 into 14, that means we are multiplying 7 times 2. There simply we have to multiply 2 times 2 again. 2 times 2, that is 4. 7 times 2, that is 14. 2 times 2, that is 4. Simple, very simple problem. And here 14 times 1, that is 14. So 3 times 1, that is 3. So our answer should be, our answer should be 4 by 14 and 3 by 14. Very simple. Look, both denominator are same because they have a common denominator. Simple problem. Now, next problem. Look at number 2, G2. G2 says 5 by 8, 5 by 8 and 3 by 20. We have to find out the LCM of 8 and 20. So how can we find out? We can divide 8 and 20 both by 2. That means 8 by 2, that is 4. 20 by 2, that is 10. We can also divide 4 and 10 both by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. So what will be our LCM there? That should be 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. That means 5 2s are 10, 10 2s are 20, 20 2s are 40. Okay. So the LCM of 8 and 20 should be 40. Okay. Very simple one. So now we have to convert 8 times 5 equal to 40. So 5 times 5 should be 25. Simple. 20 times 2, that is 40. 3 times 2, that is 6. Actually, after converting the LCM, we have to just solve the problem look like number B. Very simple one. Now, number 3. Number 3 says 21 by 32, 21 by 32 and 3 by 8. So what is the LCM of 32 and 8? Simple. If we divide 32 and 8 both by 8, then we can say 8 4 ja 32, 8 on ja 8. So LCM should be 8 times 4, that is 32. So this is the simplest way, you know, if you divide by big number, you can divide it by big number, no problem. So we can say the LCM of 32 and 8 should be 32. So we write already the denominator 32. Now we have to convert the numerator. Look, 32 times 1, 32. So 21 times 1, that is 21. Listen, we have to multiply the numerator and denominator both by same number. That is the important thing. So 8 times 4, that is 32. So we have to multiply 3 times 4. 3 times 4, that is 12. The equivalent fraction of 3 by 8 should be 12 by 32. Very simple one. Very simple one. Now our last problem, number 4. Number 4 says 3 by 4 and 9 by 10. 9 by 10. So if we find out the LCM of 4 and 10, we'll get 20. How? Listen, we can divide these 4 and 10 both by 2. 2 to the 4, 5 to the 10. So if we multiply 5 times 2 times 2, that will give you 20. So 20 and their common denominator is 20. So now if we multiply 4 times 5, that is 20. So 3 times 5, that is 15. 10 times 2, that is 20. So 9 times 2, that is 18. Now number 8. Number 8 says complete this making sure each answer is in its lowest terms. So number 1, that is 2 by 5 plus 1 by 4. At first, we have to find out the common denominator of these two fractions. So what is the common denominator of 5 and 4? That means we have to find out the LCM of 5 and 4. That is 20. Okay, that is 20. Okay, 5 times 4, that is 20. Now, we have to find out the equivalent fraction. 5 times 4, that is 20. 2 times 4, that is 8. 4 times 5, that is 20. 1 times 5, that is 5. So what will be our denominator? That is 20. Now we have to add the numerator. 8 plus 5, that is 13. 13 divided by 20. Okay. Now number 2. Number 2 says 1 whole 5 by 6 plus 2 by 5. Very simple one. First, we have to convert this mixed number into improper fraction. 6 on the 6 plus 5, that is 11. Plus 11 by 6, there plus, that is 2 by 5. Now we have to find out the LCM of 6 and 5. LCM of 6 and 5 is 30. LCM of 6 and 5 is 30. So 6 times 5, that is 30. 11 times 5, that is 55. 5 times 6, that is 30. That is 2 times 6, that is 12. Okay. Now what will be our denominator? That is 30. And we have to add the numerator 55 plus 12. So what is 55 plus 12? If we just add, then we'll get 5 plus 2, that is 7. 5 plus 1, that is 6. 67 by 30. So now if we convert this 67 by 30 into mixed number, what will we get? We'll get 2 whole 7 by 30. 2 whole 7 by 30. Very simple one. Now number 3. Number 3 says 5 whole 3 by 4 plus 2 whole 5 by 6. So at first we have to convert this mixed number into improper fraction. 4 5s are 20 plus 3, that is 23, plus 6 2s are 12 plus 5, that is 17. Okay. Now we have to find out the common denominator of 4 and 6. Now we have to find out the common denominator of these two fractions. So that means we have to find out the LCM of 4 and 6. So if we want to find out the LCM of 4 and 6, that means we have to divide these 4 and 6 both by same number. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So what will be the LCM? That should be 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So 4 is converted into 12, 6 is converted into 12 because we are converting this one into common denominator. 4 times 3, that is 12. 23 times 3, that is 69. 6 times 2, that is 12. 17 times 2, that is 34. Okay. So if we find out the common denominator, that means we have to add the numerator 69 plus 34. Okay. So 69 plus 34, what will it be? 4 plus 9, that is 13. So there is a 3 here. 1 will be on upper position. 4 plus 6, that is 10. 103 divided by 12. So if we convert this one, 103, this one into mixed, how can we convert? We can multiply 8 times 12, that is 96. Then 7 will be our remainder. So answer should be 8 whole 7 by 12. 8 whole 7 by 12. So 8 whole 7 by 12 will be the answer of number 3. Now number 4. Number 4 says 2 whole 5 by 6 plus 2 divided by 2. Now we have to convert this mixed fraction into improper. So 6 to the 12 plus 5, that is 17, plus 2 by 2. So now we have to find out the LCM of 6 and 2, that is 6. Very simple thing. 6 times 1, that is 6. 17 times 1, that is 17. 2 times 3, that is 6. 2 times 3, that is 6. Now the denominator should be 6 and we have to add the numerator 17 plus 6. 17 plus 6, that is 23 by 6. If we want to convert this one into mixed number, then we'll get 3 whole 5 by 6. Now number I. Number I and number H, both are same thing. Number H, that means you have to add. Number I, you have to subtract. Number I says, now subtract carefully, making sure each answer is in its lowest term. Okay, fine, very good. Number 1, 5 whole 1 by 2 minus 3 whole 3 by 8. So at first, we have to convert this mixed number into improper fraction. 2 5s are 10 plus 1, that is 11, minus 8 3s are 24 plus 3, that is 27. So what is the LCM of 2 and 8? That is 8. Okay, that is 8. So 2 times 4, that is 8. 11 times 4, that is 44. 8 times 1 equal to 8. 27 times 1, that is 27. So the denominator is 8 and we have to subtract the numerator 44 minus 27. Okay. So what will be the numerator? Numerator should be, 17. Numerator should be 17. If you subtract 44 minus 27, you will get 17. Okay. Then we have to convert this improper fraction into mixed, and then we will get 2 whole 1 by 8. Okay. If we divide 17 by 8, then we will get 8 to the 16, and that is 1 remainder. So 2 whole 1 by 8 will be the answer of this one. Now number 2. Number 2 says 8 whole 1 by 3 minus 4 whole 1 by 8. So actually 3 8s are 24 plus 1 25 minus 8 4s are 32 plus 1 33. Now we have to find out the LCM of 3 and 8. the LCM of 3 and 8 should be 24. 24. So now 3 times 8, 24, 25 times 8 equal to what? We have to find out, because we have to find out the equivalent fraction. So 3 8 is 24. So 25 times 8, that is 200, minus, so 24 by 8, that is 3. That means we have to multiply 33 times 3, that is 99. 33 times 3, that is 99. So 24 is our common denominator. And what will be our numerator? 200 minus 99. 200 minus 99, that is 101 divided by 24. Now we have to find out the mixed number. You know, if we divide this 101 by 24, then we can say 24 times 4, that is 96. Then 5 will be our remainder. So 4 whole 5 by 24 will be our answer of I2. Now I3 says, you know, 7 whole 2 by 3 minus 3 whole 3 by 10. Okay. Look, 3 7 is 21 plus 2, that is 23, minus 10 times 3 30 plus 3, that is 33. Okay. Now we have to find out the LCM of 3 and 10, that is 30. LCM of 3 and 10 is 30. Now 3 times 10, that is 30. 23 times 10, that is 230. 10 times 3, that is 30. 33 times 3, that is 99. So if we subtract 230 minus 99, so 131 by 30. Okay, now we have to convert this improper fraction into mixed number. So how can we convert? 30 times 4, that is 120. So remainder will be 11. So 4 whole 11 by 30 will be the answer. So 4 whole 11 by 30 will be the answer of number 3. Now our last problem of this chapter, that is number 4. 12 whole 2 by 5 minus 6 whole 7 by 8. So at first we have to convert this one into improper fraction. So 5 12 is 60 plus 2 62 minus 8. 6 8 is 48 plus 7, that is 55. 6 8 is 48 plus 7, that is 55. So now we have to find out the LCM of 5 and 8, that is 40. So if we divide 40 by 5, that is 8, that means we have to multiply 62 times 8. That is actually 496. Similarly, 8 5 is 40. So we have to multiply 55 times 5. That is 275. So from this line, we can say the common denominator is 40. And we have to subtract the numerators. So 496 minus 275. So if we subtract 496 minus 275, 496 and 275, then what will we get? We'll get 221 by 40. Now we have to convert this improper to mixed. So how can we convert? 5 40 is 200. So 21 will be the remainder. So we can say 5 whole 21 by 40. 5 whole 21 by 40 will be the answer. So that's all from this page. And I think everyone already understood the page 70. So thank you very much for watching this video. So next class, we will solve another page, inshallah. Until then, Allah Hafiz, fi amanillah.